So, welcome to the first good, bad, and ugly video on the channel. This is the Z Fold 7, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So obviously we have to start with the good. The good is that the Z Fold 7 is the slimmest Z Fold ever that Samsung has ever made. Unfortunately, it's not the slimmest fold phone because Honor took the spotlight, but it's 8.9 millimeters thin, which is so much more of a difference from last year's Z Fold 6. The Z Fold 6 was chunky. It was 12.1 millimeters, so this is a very big difference. The difference is 3.2 millimeters. That's huge, and a lot of us are gonna notice it. It's so slim, it's almost unbelievable. Honestly, when I was waiting for the Z Fold 7, I kind of thought it was just gonna be as chunky as the Z Fold 6, but I guess I was wrong. And it's not just about the slimness. It's actually so much lighter that it's now lighter than the S25 Ultra, which is a bar phone. The next good thing is that it now has a 200 megapixel camera, which matches the S25 Ultra's main camera. That's pretty amazing because it's a big upgrade from last year's 50 megapixel. That's 4 times more megapixels. So you know your photos are going to be much more crisper. And as for the selfie camera, they finally removed that on-camera display. Basically, they had the special display that would hide the selfie camera and make it look like there was no notch or hole in your screen, your inner screen anyway. And because they removed it, yes, now we have a hole in our screen. Like, most of us don't want that, but at least it's much better than the dynamic island, which is just a pill in your screen, I guess. It does allow for a wider field of view, so now you have wide angle selfies, and it just makes the quality so much better. Now, that's it for the good. Honestly, there was more good about this phone than bad and ugly, but there's only one bad factor about this phone, and that's the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. The reason I didn't put this as ugly, because that's atrocious for a company that's so good at phone cameras. The only reason I didn't put it as ugly is because, first of all, Samsung has so many phones like the S25 Plus and the S25 that still have 12 megapixel ultra wide cameras. And it's not just the Fold 7, the Flip 7 also has a 12 megapixel wide, ultra wide camera. So it's not just the Fold 7. That's why I put it as bad. It's a fold phone, so they're trying to make the camera smaller to add more space for the battery, considering there's a hinge in the middle, so there's not much battery space, there's less battery space. Now let's get into the ugly. It still has a 10 megapixel selfie camera. Why? Then again, there's a reason. The only reason this is an ugly factor is because so many companies have 50 megapixel selfie cameras, which is huge. But then again, I guess I should have put it as bad, but I'm not changing my mind. This is ugly. Samsung, you can't still be making 10 megapixel selfie cameras. It just doesn't make sense. The only reason that would lift this selfie camera up is that it's a fold phone, so that means you can use the rear camera and the outer display and have so much better selfies. It also has a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. Why is that not a 50 megapixel? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. It just doesn't make sense. As for the battery, this is the last ugly factor about the Z Fold 7 because really there wasn't much to talk about it. It has a 4,400 milliamp hour battery, while so many other phones are silicon carbon, slimmer, and have bigger batteries. Like the Magic V5 that stole the Z Fold 7's thunder. It's 8.8 millimeters while the Z Fold 7 is 8.9 millimeters, yet its battery is so much bigger. It has a 5,820 milliamp hour battery, even though the battery life it's the same thing, really. Well, that was it for this good, bad, and ugly video. I'm gonna make more of these. This is gonna be a whole series. It's gonna be a whole section on my main channel page. So, if you made it here, thank you for watching. I hope that you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.